Welcome to day one of our trip to Goa, and today we are going to stop at Kolhapur. So we are doing a trip from Pune all the way to Goa, and today we'll be stopping at a hotel called Hotel Maratha Regency, which is in Kolhapur. You'll see the route on the screen here, and it takes approximately 4 hours to reach here. And then tomorrow we'll be heading to Goa. I'll show you everything you need to know on this amazing trip, and don't forget to watch till the end of this video. So now we have reached our hotel, which is the Hotel Maratha Regency. So my review of the hotel would be around a 2.5 out of 5. Well, there are quite a few reasons why I gave this rating. Firstly, food which we ordered was not very good. I ordered a pasta and also mutton. The pasta was quite good, but the mutton was only fat and bones. The room is quite good. So this is the room. So this is the bathroom. The bathroom is also quite decent. I'll put the price up on the screen for you. And now I'll see you on day 2. Welcome to day 2 of our trip to Goa. And today we are leaving Hotel Maratha Regency. And I also found a new friend right here. This is a moth. Today we are going all the way to Goa directly. Now we are at our hotel room called Double Tree by Hilton, and this is the room. Let me first show you the bathroom. Yeah, this is pretty good. It's not extraordinary, but the room is quite nice. Okay, so this is the room, and this also has a very nice pool view. This also has a nice sofa over here, and some complimentary snacks, some fruits, and of course our biscuit. I'll taste it and I'll tell you how it is. And here is a flat screen TV, and there's also a fridge. There's also a safe to keep all your valuables, and I feel this hotel is pretty well furnished, even though none of the common areas have air conditioning. The room is air conditioned. It's a pretty nice place. Okay, now I'm sitting on this very comfy sofa, and just if you want to know the price, we paid 35,000 for 3 days for 2 people, and that also includes breakfast and one meal, either lunch or dinner, whichever one we want. So now we'll taste the cookie, which is given complimentary, one cookie per person. It's the Hilton signature cookie. It's quite nice actually. Cookie was good. Here there are some fruits which we won't be tasting because we know how fruits taste. And this is the snack which they have. I think it's some chocolate. That is actually very good. I think this is the best snack among all. Now this is the other one. This one, instead of having some nuts, it has rice crisps, which is also quite good, but not as good as the other one. Now it's around 6 o'clock, and we also have dinner included. So today we are going to have a nice buffet dinner in this hotel, and I'll tell you how it is. That was the end of day 2 of our trip to Goa. So what I wanted to tell about the hotel is and none of the common areas like the corridors or the reception have AC. So it's really terrible. I also checked many other hotels in Goa. This is one signature thing about Goa hotels. They don't keep air conditioning in common areas. I don't know why. They say it's to maintain authenticity. I really think they should put air conditioning, but anyway, you should know that if you're coming here, there's no air conditioning in any of the common areas, but there's air conditioning in the restaurant, of course. Now, I'll see you on day 3. Welcome to day 3 of our trip to Goa. So, today we finished our breakfast here at the hotel, and I'll tell you something, the breakfast was really good, and I really enjoyed it. There were donuts, there were cakes, there were croissants, there was even a live stall for South Indian food like dosas and all that. Then there was extra order, and there was also a waffles and pancakes live stall. And then there were sausages and Indian food, continental food, fruits, yogurt, everything. So the breakfast was really good, and even all the staff in this hotel are also very friendly, and almost all of them know English, which is a really good thing. One thing I have to say is that this sofa over here is not very comfortable because I feel it's a bit too upright. But other than that, I've been enjoying this hotel till now, and now we are going to roam a few places. And I have specially handpicked these places which we are going to because these are easily accessible. Mostly, you don't have to be exposed to the heat, and they are amazing places to visit. So, let's go. Now we are at our first destination. This is the Museum of Christian Art, and it was around 15 minutes away from our hotel, 25 or 26 kilometers away. And now let's explore. Okay, now we have finished seeing the museum, and unfortunately, there's no AC, and it was extremely hot. And secondly, videography was not allowed, so I can't show you anything much of the museum. It was extremely hot. You'll just melt in there, so please don't come in summer. And the security guard was very friendly, and he also explained certain things. And also, there is a chair which is there so that elderly people can go to the first floor to see the museum. So it's very easy to access, the ramps everywhere, so you won't have any problem accessing this museum if you can't climb steps. Well, now we'll go to our next destination. Now we are at the Rybander ferry, and you can take your car into this ferry, and it'll take you to the other side, and we are going to Divar Island today. A ferry comes here every 10 to 15 minutes, so now we'll wait for the next ferry. So it's really noisy out here because I think the engine is a diesel engine. But yeah, It's a pretty fun ride over here. You can see the water right in front of us. Right here is the water. Some of the water is even splashing on top, as you can see over there. It's really nice. There's the bridge of the ship. There the captain's piloting the ship. This is the passenger area, which there is AC, but the AC doesn't work very well. Entirely one side of the boat is the engine area. So now we actually got off on Chorao Island, which is not the island which we were supposed to go to, but we're still roaming around here. The nice colorful houses here. So now we are going to Divar Island from Old Goa jetty. So this is the jetty which you have to take to go to Divar Island. The other jetties also, but this was the closest one to us. And this ferry is much smaller than the previous one, but well, it works, and the car fits on the ferry. Now we'll head to Divar Island. We have almost reached. You can see right behind me. Now we are at Mercure Resort and we are sitting in a golf cart over here, and our friend here is taking us to the restaurant and we are going to have some snacks. So there's a private jetty for this resort over here, the Mercure Resort. This is a restaurant here, open air restaurant. This is a really large resort. Here you can directly do some fishing. So here's the pool. Currently it's time for high tea. So here's the pool and here's one AC restaurant. Now we ordered club sandwich at the Mercure Resort. It was around 500. And this is how many things we got. So quite a few things. Has chicken, fried egg, and it comes with a side of fries. Now let's taste it. The sandwich tastes really good. Pretty good sandwich. Yeah, if you come here, definitely try out the club sandwich. It tastes really good. Now I'm back at the hotel room. I had a nice shower, and well, this is the end of day 3 of our trip to Goa. See you tomorrow. Welcome to day 4 of our trip to Goa. Now we are at the jail museum, the Agoda jail museum, and there's a lovely view of the ocean in front of us. And now we're going to explore this museum.
Is it today's catch? Yes, sir.
Now we finished seeing Agoda Fort. We didn't really go in the fort, and we went to the lighthouse, which is near the fort. It was nice to see that. And after that, we went to Calangute Beach. I would definitely not recommend that you go there. It's extremely crowded and it's not very clean, also. We'll be going to sleep, and this was the end of day 4 of our trip to Goa. So now tomorrow we'll be going to our next hotel, which is the Kennelsworth Resort. We'll be seeing how that is. It's a yearly large resort. It has uh, a very large pool, a sunken bar in that pool. It has a lawn tennis court. It has 4 or 5 restaurants. It has its own private beach too. So it's a really big resort, and I can't wait to show you all that. So now I'll see you tomorrow on day 5. Now we are at Kennelsworth Resort, and it's a pretty large resort over here. And this is the entrance. So today was the end of day 6 of our trip to Goa, and today is our final day in Goa. We had an amazing time at this resort. You can come to this resort and just stay at this resort for 2 or 3 days. And there's even a shop for swimwear and go and clothes and all that. Buffet breakfast was much more exquisite at this hotel. There were so many vegan options. I'm not a vegan, but for those of you who are vegan, you'll enjoy it here. Also, the restaurants are good. There's one restaurant on the beach, there's one other restaurant in the lawns, one restaurant on the lobby level, which is a bar, one restaurant which is the main restaurant. The beach is nice and clean. Even there's a large kids play area. There are cycles which you can ride around. There's pickleball, basketball, tennis. There's a huge gym, a huge pool with a water slide, which you see in very few places. So overall, this hotel has been great. The staff are friendly. The corridors of the rooms are air conditioned, which is very good. So I love this hotel. Even our room comes with a balcony. This resort, I must say, is extremely good. And if you're coming to South Goa, do visit this resort. I'm not sponsored here. This is my opinion. It's a really good resort. So do come here. Now tomorrow we'll be going back and we'll be stopping at Kolhapur. We have booked the Fern in Kolhapur. So see you tomorrow. It is our last day on our trip, and now we'll be heading back to Pune. And it was a good stay here at the Fern. In-room dining experience at the Fern was very good. Breakfast was decent. It was not something very great. The juice was diluted with water, which I did not like. But overall, it was a good hotel. I hope you enjoyed watching this trip, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.